position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock,
got the gaze holding it down.
Jesse Palmer, guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskies have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas A&M's offense will come out first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity. And David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team.
Oh, boy, you missed that whole block, 74.
Well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
All right, boy, we're going to get you out of here. We're going to get you out of here real quick. You get to come out here playing like that. Defense holding.
Full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
Ooh, that's what I like to see. I like to see the big boys play the big boy game.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see.
I would say Jamarco, you look like you were supposed to be here.
Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
It's all right. It's all right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Right. Do a pick first play. That's fine. So what do we learn from that?
Down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
That's what sent him.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end.
I thought another pick.
Connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern.
I think he's coming down, so.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got an open man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggie.
Yeah.
He found some
I think he's coming down anyway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, the ground game.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
In the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the catch. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give on the inside. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Working that left side now. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to, with this one.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. He wastes no time and comes out and rolling. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route is there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. The throw. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires left. Got his man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On the ground, it's Cortez. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying play action. Under fire. Turns it loose deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The play action fake. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Tries to get it on the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean.
Nigga ain't catching shit.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too bad.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep
turning it on. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 17 over Colorado. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now improvising. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McPherson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Going right and going deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to run, it's Cortez. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at touchdown Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's McPherson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. But I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Aggies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, though.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get the...
There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a man. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They get to him as he throws.
What the fuck are you doing?
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. And this offense has one.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Cortez. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking for space. It's Cortez. Breaks into the open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you.
It's like these niggas don't want me to get the ball off.
He has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point,
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
and what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing
got the line to run that bitch.
Driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's McPherson.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wide open downfield. Hits the afterburners. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. We don't always see this from this group. They're up by 17 over Nevada. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I could have sworn he had 300 already.
When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fakes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That nigga threw 4 picks in the 1st game. Damn. It's to the same nigga.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just
to the same nigga, dog.
They knock him down at the 31. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Got his man.
This nigga did a bullshit-ass spin move in between 3 niggas, and they gave it to him.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And the Aggies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. At the 15, he's loose. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
The nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cortez. At the 45 on its way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I count?
Touchdown, Aggie. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived.
High scoring sheesh.
Who we got?
The defense just
That's Al.
play action. Oftentimes an offense.
Our defense. We still trying to figure ourselves out.
Man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's got the back in the
We're still trying to figure it out. We got a lot of potential over here, but we're still trying to figure it out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Just got home from Co's basketball practice.
Short of the first down.
That boy said Co is out here doing Co a thing.
Time to take a shot.
Oh,
Makes the grab
shit.
for the first down. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke
That's on me,
away
y'all.
from the defense, and they couldn't
Get on
catch
my
it.
shoulders. That's on me.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot.
What we got? What we got? He going onside kick.
How to get in this quarterback's head.
19.
Cool.
That was a damn good dime.
We got to figure something out.
My secondary really trash though.
Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send
On
everything.
the cool, if you must know.
Because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Texas A&M.
Ooh.
Is back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on! Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got his man on.
Who would have had a line for that shit?
Stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
It's a fumble on the play. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
It's a turnover anyway it go.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Oh, shit.
So first play of the drive coming here from make sure everyone has the same call.
We got lag. We got lag.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
We got lag.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up and
Lofts one high and deep.
About to say, nigga, y'all niggas gonna let me jump.
And it just trickled through his
Damn. If you hate me, just say that. Baby, just say that.
One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I do 4 picks. Yikes.